chill out just for a moment. See, I get some more people in here, if any. Just making sure everything is looking good before we start. All right. All right. So I want to check on myself right now, guys. I know it's been a while. It's been a while, man. I've been just working in the background like crazy, spinning a lot of plates, hoping not to drop too many. Dropped one or two, but you know what? Most plates are still spinning, people. They're still spinning, looking really, really good. So I just want to check something out here. All right. Just checking on my stuff. So, what is up, everybody? What is up? If you don't know who I am Barry Gaines. I am the chairman and CEO of GainesCon Film Festival and Expo. That's going to premiere this July 11th and 12th in Las Vegas. That's right, baby. In Las Vegas, we are going to start it right there. And this is a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 certified blockbuster, ready to hit everyone right now, because we are a film festival that's not only showing great films from all around the world, but we also are here to assist aspiring filmmakers in underserved communities, unrepresented individuals who are in these genres that just don't get represented the way they need to be, or don't get the chance to be in the forefront. We want to help everyone and all those that need a chance just to kind of tell their story within these genres. Now, the reason why I'm making this so you guys know is that, number one, let me tell you a little something about myself. I started filmmaking since I was a little kid with a best friend of mine named Phil Herman, who's in Far Rockaway, Queens, still to this day filming. And since then, I've been just an addict for film. I love cinema. I love action. I just love exciting things. I never was into too many films where I can actually, I don't know, it's something that I can see on the street or someone that I know. I don't want it. For me, it was something where I want to learn. I want to see something new. I don't want to see people already know on the screen. What's the point in that? Might as well just go home, go on the block, and talk to my boys, talk to my peeps, and there's my movie. I want to always try to build a new world. World building is so much fun, and I love seeing those that do world build and build something new where I can learn. It's like a new adventure, a new place, a new sound. It's just, it brings you into another place. And this is why there's so many of us out there when it comes down to indie filmmakers, indie creators, there's independent cats who want to make these big films, who want to make not even just big films, just exciting films. And this is what GainesCon Film Festival is about, exposing all those creative individuals all around the world. And like I said, on top of that, helping those who want to get into this, who have material, whether they are a filmmaker just making films on their phone, or a screenwriter who just wants to see their ideas somehow on the big screen, or just have someone act out their scenes, bring their characters to life. And this is what we are going to do. This is part of what we're going to do. We're doing so much, but this is one of the main reasons why I'm creating GainesCon Film Festival and Expo and starting it off in Las Vegas. I just want this to be a very different film festival, and it will be, because no one's going to do it the way we are. And we want your help, guys. We want all of you out there who are interested in showcasing your exciting work, who want to be part of an event, a new film festival that is actually going to be a little different, that's going to showcase your work the way it should, not just throw it out there and then walk around and move around, whatever. No, we're going to have people actually pay attention to what you're showing. We're going to also have workshops to actually instruct you, maybe just give you a little better education on maybe the sector that you're already working in, whether it's a director, a producer, or you're a stunt performer, or you're a visual effects artist. We're going to have industry professionals there to teach you a little more than what maybe you know. And who knows, maybe you could be a teacher yourself and kind of help others too. I mean, this is what it's all about. We're all going to be just this gathering of action film, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror enthusiasts. There's all kinds, cosplay performance, everyone. This is what it's going to be about. It sounds ambitious, right? It sounds like a lot. It's happening though. Guys, it's happening. We have the people, but we know what? But we never have enough. We always want more. We always want someone to come on board and say, hey, listen, I have something to give, man. Can I give? I like something to donate. I like something. I just want to be part of this. I want to help build this genre side of our indie life, of our indie filmmaker creative life. And you know what? We want you there, guys. We want you involved. And this is why I'm building GainesCon Film Festival and Expo. And right now we are having submissions are open. See? Yes, submissions are open for your action film right now. So go to before I get into other things, go to filmfreeway.com and look up GainesCon. Go ahead, enter your film. And right now, enter really quick because you only have a couple of days. You got to have to the 19th. To the 19th, guys, to get the early bird special. Only $25, baby. $25 to showcase your work to the world. Hopefully, if it's been picked, this July 11th and 12th. Now, when these films come through, to let you guys know, I pick them pretty much. I pick all of them. I know all of them. And me and my crew, we all know all of them, right? So, yes, I pick them. And you know what? And my crew, too, my board. It's a few of us because we are a 501c nonprofit organization. So I have my board. My board overlooks everything. They let me know. They say, hey, bro, this looks pretty good. Or this, I don't know. They let me know what's a good idea, what's a good one, whatever. And we all kind of collaborate to kind of pick out the right one. But I want you to know, all in all, I like to pick all of them myself and just get my board on top of it as well. So we all understand what you have. So understand, when you give us a movie, it's not just I'm watching it and then that's it. I watched these actually a couple of times. We all watched these a couple of times because what's different about this film festival than others, we have a trophy which is called the Dragon Trophies, as you see right here. Yeah, there you go, right there, right? And you got the gold and the red. And I explain what those are in a minute. But those trophies you can get if your film, of course, wins, certain categories like best picture, best director, best actor, such and so forth. Now, when you enter, everyone is already nominated. You know why I do that? That once you enter, and once you enter, let me correct that. When you are selected, understand, when you are selected, you are automatically in the running. Automatically. Why is that, right? Because a lot of times, like I said before, I watch these over and over. And sometimes, by the time I watch yours and say, all the way to the end, you got other submissions coming in and watching those. You can be influenced by those, but you want to be very, very fair. So all the way down to the very end, like just before the show, I just look over all of them all over again to make sure which ones I really like and which ones I like to nominate and which ones I like to actually win these awards, right? And that is why everyone is automatically in the running, automatically a selection once you are selected in the film festival with your work. So understand that's how it works. And I think it's a fair way because I don't want to say, okay, you're nominated. And next thing you know, someone else comes along and, maybe they are a little better. Maybe there's something, there's a magic there that just kind of puts them over the top. Maybe yours just kind of puts it over the top to someone else's. And then I want to say, oh man, maybe I don't want to do that. I want to be fair for everybody. So when you come in, when your work is here, you automatically in. And to the very, like I said, just to repeat myself one more time, I wait to the very end, to almost to the event, days before the event, and look all of them over again to make sure, okay, this one's going to win this one or whatever. So that is why. Enter GainesCon right now. Go to Film Freeway. If you have a short film, go for it. The films have to be 40 minutes or less. Screenplay is the same. And for a screenplay, it's a minute per page. And you can work it out. We can work it out. You know what I mean? But go ahead. Let me enter yours. Also, documentaries are also are welcome. Where people have documentaries on the world of action, but there's different types. You got people have documentaries on comic books. People got documentaries on figures. People got documentaries on how much, horror documentaries. They documentaries on everything out there. So if you have something like that and you made it and you're like, man, where am I going to show this? Hello, right here. Show it us. We want to see that. We want to see your work. And this is what GainesCon's about. So just to go back again, talking about these, before I move on, these awards, I want to explain to you what's behind me. All right. So you have the golden dragon and then you have the red dragon, right? The gold dragon is going to be for best actor, best actress, such and so forth. The red dragon is going to be for best picture. And these are going to be given out on the second day of the event, which would this year will be July 12th, because it's going to be 11th and 12th. It's a 2-day event. So we're going to announce the winners. Now, I really want to give them out. I'm not sure if I can do that yet, guys. And the reason I say that, because I have a lot of submissions that are not in the country. We have overseas shows that are just fantastic. And if they can be here, it would be great. But right now, it's going to be more of an announcement. Let me correct that. It'd be more of an announcement. If I can actually give these out live on the day, it would be great. But right now, it's going to be just going to be an announcement, and then we worry about giving those out, shipping those out after the show. But right now, understand that you will automatically be in the running once you are entered in, meaning once you are selected in, you're right in. And this is such going to be a great event, guys. Like I said, it's me just being into action, me just being into this exciting world of filmmaking in general. It's just exciting. There's a lot of us out there, but there's a lot more to this, guys. When it comes to filmmaking, filming these types of films, those that are interested even writing these types of movies. It's something exciting, and I want people to understand everything that goes into it. And all us filmmakers, all the creators out there who actually work in this industry all day, every day, this is their lives, and this is what they do, and all of the creative work that they make. We want to expose every aspect as much as we can in GainesCon. And this is why we're going to have workshops with industry professionals who would teach you things like stunt performing, visual effects, screenwriting, how to throw it, simply just how to throw a freaking punch in a movie, what goes behind maybe certain actions that make it look cool, just basic filmmaking lessons, just to kind of make sure that you use the right lens, what kind of palette, and how you get the palette that you want, what goes behind just doing pre-production as opposed to principal photography, and then the post-production, and what you can do at home, how you yourself as an independent filmmaker, an independent artist, how can you get your story onto the screen or onto anything, just your digital medium, put together with sound and actors and everything, and show people your work. This is what we are going to teach you guys. This is where you yourself, even if you have one already, maybe even find others to collaborate with in other aspects of your production. It's going to be it's going to be so much fun to be around enthusiasts of the genre. And understand, guys, all of you out there who have made an action film, all of you out there who have made a horror film or a sci-fi film, and all those out there who have written these genre stories, right? You understand all that goes into it, and not putting down any other genre. That's not the point. Okay, it's just that other genres take other concentration on other aspects of their work. And ours is a lot of it. It's a lot to it. It's not just people walking around talking. It's actually trying to enunciate your words within the fight scene, maybe enunciate your words when you're running around. You may be just kind of just bombarded with water from a scene, or bombarded with blood, fake blood from a scene, or you're hanging from a freaking roof somewhere with cables and everything, and they want you to act heroic or something, or they want you to have a freaking dialogue as you're falling down. Like, all these things are not normal. And this is what people in our industry, in our genre, go through, and we just freaking love it. It's so much freaking fun, bro. And this is why I want all of us to come together and say, you know what? This is a place for us. This is a place where we can get together as enthusiasts of the genre, have fun together. And this is why I'm making GainesCon Film Festival and Expo for you today. And if you have a movie right now, a short film right now, come on, get to it. Give it to us. We'd love to review it. In fact, here we go. So go ahead, enter your short film right now and go to filmfreeway.com/GainesCon. Check it out. We love to see what you got. If you have any questions, please go ahead and email me directly at bgaines@gainescon.com. That's again, bgaines@gainescon.com. You can see it right below. You see what I mean? Right there. If you have any questions. Now, since we are a nonprofit, we're always looking for donations. Donations is how we keep running. Financial donations is what we need. If you are interested, please go to our website at GainesConMediaInc.org. That's GainesConMediaInc.org. Go there, hit the payment button, and you can go there. You can donate anything you want, $1 to $1 million. I mean, it'd be nice, but $1 to whatever you want. Anything helps us because, like I said, it's not just showcasing great work, which is very important for us, but it's also educating and helping those who want to get into the industry, who want to know more about how they can do this type of filmmaking, this type of storytelling without worrying about putting out so much money, and it's always around it. Now, for myself, like I said before, I've been doing this for a long time since I was a kid. And one thing you know about indie filmmakers, guys, you know what I'm talking about, you out there, you know how to cut corners. What I mean? You learn because you have no freaking choice. You know how to cut corners. And now it's just much easier with everything we have, including with the whole AI thing. You can just build so many things on your own and get your story across to some extent. It may not be exactly what you want, or maybe to the scope that you prefer, but you can get at least your story out there and show the world what you have. And from there, you can just build upon. This is why we also will have some, like I said, industry professionals out there to review your work, to look at your work. So we're working on getting other people into the show. Right now, we have a few great filmmakers that's going to be on board. We have a comedian there to kind of break things up. We have a singer there that's going to break things up this July 11th and 12th on the show. So it's going to be fun. It's the expo. It's going to have other things too. Now, what great thing too is that being that the expo part doesn't just include the workshops, but also we are now attempting to get people in Las Vegas, because we're going to be in Las Vegas, vendors. Okay, vendors there to sell their work, because there's a lot of vendors out there. There's a lot of creative people who are out there who make comic books, and they make garments, and they make all kinds of things, and maybe kind of weapons, of course, props, for shows and what have you, and they want to be exposed too, and now they can almost go to any convention, but a lot of these other bigger conventions are a lot of money. Ours is not going to be like that. Ours is going to be fair and to the point, and you're going to have a nice amount of people there to look at what you are selling, and that is what we are working on right now. Now, we have about 6 months left to do all this, and we right now are looking pretty good, but we still need some work, and we still need people to come on board. So if you're someone out there who like to donate your time, if you can't donate your time, of course, if you want to donate a couple of dollars, we appreciate that. That does help us to just solidify a lot of the items that we want to include in the show. There's going to be things that we like to include, but maybe we don't have the money this year for. But if your donations come in heavy enough, we can get these things done, like banners, maybe bigger banners, more marketing. Marketing does help a whole lot. Get our cause out there into the world in larger publications, so we're always working on ways to get that out, because we want the world to know what we are doing. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not like to be the only sci-fi or action film festival out there. We know that. But I tell you one thing that no one is how we're going about showcasing your work, how we are going about supporting the filmmakers and all the creators within the industry. That is going to be the difference. How we take that very personal, and how we want everyone to grow and come out of GainesCon every year, either getting something, knowing more than they did when they went in, and just getting to know people that can actually help them or help each other get to the next level. And that is what we're about. And one big thing, guys, I want you to understand this. There's one big thing that is very important to me too. And this is very important to me, and I hope it's important to you, is that we are big supporters of the armed forces. So if you're in the military, anywhere in the military, you're active or retired veteran, you come into GainesCon all the time for free. You are definitely coming in for free. That's already in the policy. You come in, you show your ID, you're in. Okay, whatever we have, you're in. You can go anywhere you want, as long as you want. The veterans for me are very important, and I just love what you do, and thank you so much out there who are listening to me now. Thank you so much for your service and everything that you sacrifice. I can't express it anymore. I mean, I wish I could express it more if I could just explode, you know what I mean? But I really, really love what you are, and I respect all of you greatly, and that is why understand when GainesCon is around or whatever GainesCon is going to do you're always going to come in and just come in for free. You're our guest. Always, you are always our guests, our special guests. Okay, always our special guests. So this is how we are starting. This is what we're about. And to me, you know what? It's true. The military for me are the true action heroes. You understand? They are the true action heroes. And that's how I look at them. That's when we say, here in GainesCon, I know we're performers, right? We're filmmakers. We're making these action films that we love so much and writing these stories we adore. But the real heroes are right with you guys in the military. So that's why you're in for free. And that's how I look at it. And that's how it should be, period. All right. And that's how it is. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. So this is why GainesCon is going to be different. This is why GainesCon is going to just pretty much, I know, going to set the stage on how to do film festivals today. Okay, how to do a film festival today, and if you are making a film festival, how you should go about it. And us, we are just going about it by our hearts, by what we love to do, not just out there saying we can make a quick buck. That's not the case, or we wouldn't be nonprofit. Okay, we are a nonprofit organization. We do it because we want to support, we want to help people grow, and we want to leave our mark in many lives to make it better. And this is what we're all about. This is what my dream always been, and in my board's dream, the people that are with me, this is what we want, our dream. And right now, with your assistance, your donations will help a whole lot. Like I said, just go to GainesConMediaInc.org and just press donation button and go ahead and pull whatever you need. If you're not sure about the address or where to go, please just email me. You see my email below at bgaines@gainescon.com. So check it out. And like I said, of course, submissions are open, guys. So if you have me short, please go ahead. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to review it. We can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. And you know what? And being that I am a writer and director, producer, and many other things for two films that are right now on Apple TV and Tubi and Amazon, and it's called A World of Worlds and A World of Worlds, Rise of the King. These are my indie films that I did myself with my own money. And this is how, when you look at those, you can see like, hey, listen, I did pretty much everything in the back end except for the visual effects, which is done by a genius guy named Prakash Kamarajan in India. And the score done by a pair of incredible composers, one gentleman by the name of Michael Vignola, and the other gentleman is Andrew Bellucci. So look those guys up. If you ever need them, you would not be disappointed. If you want great music in your film, check them out. You want great visual effects. You want someone that understands what's going on today and is thinking about tomorrow and is going to give you that edge and that punch. Look up Wild Effects. Okay, just go to my site. Look up Wild Effects by Prakash Kamarajan. You can look him up in IMDb. Why am I out of focus? Hold on. Whoa, hold on. I'm trying to get into focus, guys. I know you're like, hold on, whoa. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. Okay, am I focused again? Nope, I can't. What's going on? Why am I out of focus? Okay, hold on. There we go. I don't know. It's crazy. These cameras, man, the autofocus is freaking nuts. So, yeah. So, I just want you guys to know that, yes. So just to get back to what I was saying. So being I'm a filmmaker myself, this is why I love the genre so much, because I'm an action filmmaker myself and writer, is that, when you make a short, it's one of the hardest things, because unlike a full-length feature, you have time to flesh out your story and your characters, yes? So when you enter a film, right, to a film festival, your short film, your short action film, your short sci-fi, horror, or fantasy film to a film festival, you make the short the way you want to. And we look at it for storyline and editing and all these other things. But a lot of times, I think a lot of films, short films that I see, their fault on a lot of them that I see is, and this is just my take and how I see short films and what makes a really good short film. The best thing is always make sure, you don't see too often, is that you have to make your short And I said, this is what I say about a lot of the faults in short films that I find is a lot of these short films leave it way, way too open for your interpretation. Like, of course, you got to fill your, you got to leave it open to at some point, but not so much so that it's so many questions. There are so many questions that you almost feel like, why we made this? Or why did they make this? You don't want people to say that. If you feel at the end of a short film and you say, so what was the point of all this? Then okay, I need to fix this. You know what I mean? The best way, if you haven't made a short film, or if you had, well, either way. Anyway, if you, I'm just going for those that are looking, say, you know what makes a really good short film? Any length, any film right now. I'm going to talk about like any type of film is that you have to make the short film, like that storyline, as if it's in somewhere in a larger film. So think about this. When you see a movie that you really like, right? And you see a scene, okay, and you always remember that scene, that 5 minute, 3 minute scene, like that chunk, right? That is how you have to think of your short film. That's how I think when I do a short film. I think of it that way, where everything kind of encompasses in that moment. Like you can start it in the middle of something else, as long as people understand right away what type of event is going on. And from there you can just do what you need to do. And when you end it, you kind of have to think of it, I'm ending the scene, like I'm ending the story within this little piece. There's another piece of the story going on, but this particular story right now is pretty much complete. And if you want more, there's more, but this is done. But when you leave it wide open, where you don't know, it's like where it's so open that it just ends and there's no conclusion really, there's no kind of wrap up. That's when, of course, people will be like, I'm not sure if this is going to work or whatever. And understand this, guys, too. For you to make a great short film, is like anything, you need a good story, right? It's all about the story. That is what matters. I don't care how pretty it is. I don't care how badass your action is. You know what I mean? I don't care how good the acting is. If the story is not well constructed, or just enough to make me say, ooh, I want to know how this ends, and ooh, who's that person and where are they going with this? If I don't say those two things, pretty much you're on the wrong track, because you got to understand that listen, a pretty movie, yes, you want that. You want great cinematography, you want great film, you want great film, you want it to look good, of course, right? You want that cinematic heaviness to it, of course. But that only lasts so long. Because I've seen plenty of films that don't have any of that. They're the cheapest of, cameras that they use, and there's things out of focus sometimes, but the story is tight, meaning that you want to know how this thing works out. And a lot of times you will look over its little flaws. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't get me something that's just all over the place. It's trash. It's like, oh my God, what the hell? But I'm just saying, all in all, just worry about the story more than the look. As long as we can see what's happening and we can hear it. And that's a big one too. Sound is everything, guys. I mean, of course, visually, because it's a visual medium, of course you have to see things, but sound is important. Sound can take you right out of a film like that. You know what I mean? In fact, I don't have to tell you. What do you think? You see stuff. Maybe, you've seen amateur work and you see bad sound. Don't you feel like you're just out of it all of a sudden? Like you don't want to work that hard. Like I don't want to work that hard when I watch a film. I just want to be able to hear it and be able to see it. And then I would just make my opinions from then on. But at least let me be able to hear it nicely. You know what I mean? Let me see it. So that's why, yes, sound is very, very important. But understand this too. Again, story is everything, guys. And acting. Now, actors out there, I think that acting is a big thing, of course. You want good actors, you want interesting characters, but you always understand that you have to be very, very honest. Now, if you're a director and you're a producer and you're kind of building this, just be very honest with your surroundings and who you are hiring. not everybody is going to be the best. Not everybody is going to be a Denzel or a Brad Pitt or whatever. You know what I mean? Some people are just regular schmoes, and you know what? That's what you may need for your work. But whatever you need for your story to come across, however you want your characters to come across, you got to make sure you get someone who fits that. And if it's going to take a little time to get it, then take that time. Like, don't get your boy down the street just because he's your boy. Don't get your lady because she's just your lady and they don't look good on camera or they don't act well on camera or whatever, but you just don't want to break hearts. It's not about that. It's about just getting the story long, just getting in front of the screen. Because understand one thing, people don't care about how you did it. They just want to see what you did. That's the honest truth. That's the hard truth. People don't care about how you did it. They just want to see what you've done. And that is why a part of GainesCon is that we want to show what you did and what you went through just to make what you did. Because a lot goes into it. Exercise and diet and training and all these things that go into an action sci-fi fantasy, dealing with like the makeup and the weather and it's not just makeup, putting on like mustaches or some foundation. I'm talking about like heavy makeup. Could be a full-fledged costume of a werewolf or whatever, or maybe you're like in a horror movie, like I said, and you just drenched with blood like freaking Carrie, and you got like, and you got to do this scene probably once because you can't do it twice because it's not that much, you don't have that much blood left to do another take. So you like, I gotta do this shit right. I only got one shot, one bucket, baby. I got one bucket. We gotta get this right. So these are the things that a lot of the people don't get to see behind the scenes, and how you made your work. But this is what GainesCon wants to expose, and this is why we're going to have these workshops, to show everyone these things, if not yourself, to learn more, what have you. This is what's going to make GainesCon such a great experience when we get out there in Las Vegas and open this event for all of you on July 11th and 12th at the Downtown Cinema of District North. It's going to be so much fun. There used to be called Art House Theater, by the way, so I just want to throw it out there. So you're like, what the hell is Downtown Cinemas? I've been out there. What the hell is a Downtown Cinema? They were Art House, and they changed their name. So anyway, that's how it works. If you want to know. But anyway, out there, guys, listen, submit your action short. Early bird specials are up on the 19th. So get your submissions in today. Please get in today. And like I said, for donations, please just go to our website at GainesConMediaInc.org and just select donations, and boop, anything you can give us would help us immensely. And like I said, if you want to get your short done, get your short reviewed, enter it into our film festival at filmfreeway.com/GainesCon. So yes, it's going to be so much fun. We can't wait to get this going. We have some great people on board. I'm going to start letting you know who's going to be on board. Starting next month, we have some good people on there. We have people like a like a gentleman named like Michael Carmen from Red Cameras. Oh, that's going to be fun. We're going to have another director by the name of Scott Winhauser, who just did a movie with Superman himself from Smallville. So that movie's coming out. We have another gentleman by the name Max Searchy, who did plenty of indie films from overseas. And did a film recently with an actor that I worked with by the name of Constance Payne, and that was done overseas, and that's coming out soon. He's going to be in-house, live, there to answer questions about just kind of getting into the realm, how it is to do an action film, what you should know, etiquette, if you want to go distribution, how the industry works. So you have the questions. He's going to be there. So there are going to be some great moments. And the whole thing is going to be a great moment, I say. Just people there, and that's what I'm talking about. And like I said, it's not just people talking about themselves. It's not about that. It's not like, hey, look at me, I did all these movies and stuff like that. Well, it's nice for you to introduce yourself that way, but they are really there too, because they are very into saying, you know what, it's not about me. It's about helping people who want to get into the industry, about helping those who just want to know a little more about their craft and where they can go and how they can start, and maybe we can help them ourselves. This is what we want to do. This is why we are here. And this is why we are donating our time. And I appreciate them so much. Thank you guys so much. This is what they are giving us, guys. This is what they are going to do on July 11th and 12th in Las Vegas. So I can't wait for you guys to be there. So ticket information, by the way, will be coming probably next month sometime. We gotta get some things together, and we're gonna start selling tickets sometime next month, probably late next month. And when those out, I'll let you guys know. And we'd love for you to join us and be there and just kind of mingle, have fun. It's going to be awesome. And if you've never been to Art House, for example, let me get to where we're going to be at. All right, let me talk about that just for a second. If you've never been to Art House, right, which is now called Downtown Cinema at District North in Las Vegas, they are a full service theater. So not only are you be sitting there watching great short films from all around the world, but you could also order food right from your seat. That makes it so much easier, right? You have to walk and get popcorn or whatever you're hungry. You can get some wings, you can get whatever. And if you want a drink, you can get a nice mixed drink while you're sitting down watching these shows all day long. So it's going to be such a great time. It's going to be so much fun. And that's how you should have an experience when you go to a film festival, especially if you're going to sit around and watch these great films and mingle with people. You not just want to walk around with just whatever you have in your hand, but you want to be able to go somewhere, maybe get a drink and talk and mingle and all that. All that's going to be done at the Downtown Cinema at District North, aka Art House. So that is what's going to happen. That's what we're going to do on July 11th and 12th. The times, by the way, are going to be from 12 to 6 each day. And on the last day, we're going to have the award announcement for the Dragon Awards. You know what I'm saying? These dragons right here, and these dragons right here, let you guys know, represent the just the fire that you got to have, the focus and the energy, and just being that stubbornness and just the energy that you, repeat myself, energy that you got to have, inside, the fire you have to have inside to complete any of your work. And we understand that because the dragons represent your fire. Your inner dragon has to be alive for you to finish anything, because that helps you fly right into completion, baby. And this is what the dragons represent. And this is why we made the dragon. Okay. So, and the dragon, actually, just would give my kudos, was designed by an incredible illustrator and a good friend of mine in Ireland named David Jennings. So look him up. He's a fantastic illustrator. He's the one that actually drew this up and put it together. So, and now we're able to create it. So it's awesome. It's a beautiful, beautiful trophy. So we can't wait for those who win it, But first, you got to submit in order to have a chance to win it. So before I leave everybody, once again, enter your action short today at filmfreeway.com at GainesCon/GainesCon. Go there today. If you have any questions for me or any of us here at GainesCon Film Festival and Expo, just email me at bgaines@gainescon.com, which is right below. You know what I mean? And or you can just DM me, on Instagram or Facebook, or, a thread. Whatever you want, go ahead, hit me up. We'll talk from then. Otherwise, I want to say thank you, everyone who's been here listening to me talk about this great event that we are putting together. And right now, it being a 501c nonprofit organization just makes it all that much better. And we just can't have our first nonprofit event this July 11th and 12th. And we want you guys to be involved. And like I said, these dragons are here waiting for you. Submissions are open right now. Our workshops are being developed right now. So when you get there, you can have a great time. So this is what it's all about. And filmmakers out there, action, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror filmmakers out there, let me see your work. I can't wait. And if anything, this is a film festival for you, man. This is the People's Film Festival. Understand that. It's for the action, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror genre lover, enthusiast, screenwriter, visual effects artist, costume designer, filmmaker, producer of all of this genre. All of you guys, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And once again, thank you for your service for our military, our true action heroes. Never forget that, people. Never fucking forget that. So love you all. I hope to speak to you guys again soon. I know I don't make these too often. I've just been working a lot in the background, and I'm just like, I got a lot of things spinning. But when I come on here live, talk to you is because we have a lot of new things coming on board, and we're excited, and we're building this, and we can't wait to have all of you on board. So check us out again, guys. And again, my name is Barry Gaines. I'm the chairman and CEO of a brand new film festival in Las Vegas called the GainesCon Film Festival and Expo, that is set for aspiring filmmakers in underserved communities, and those are underrepresented as well. And that is what our cause is, and that is what we're going to help. And that is why we have these workshops, and that's why we have people like yourself coming on board to help all of that, donating what you can, to have those individuals be able to get their work on the screen or get their work looked at, or to show them how they can get their work on the screen or on the phone. However, we will teach you all kinds of ways where you say, I can't afford that. Of course you can. I'm going to show you how. We're all going to show you how. The one way or another, we're going to get your story out there. One way or the other, we are going to get your story out there. Understand that. That is what we're going to do. I'm Barry Gaines. I am telling you, you will, and we're going to help you. And that's the whole point of doing this. That's the whole reason we are here, and you will see it. And we can't wait for you to join us. So again, love you guys. Everyone be safe out there. Happy Martin Luther King's birthday today. And well, Martin Luther King Day today, I should say birthday, but day. And I'll speak to you guys in the near future. All right. Keep your action going, baby. Peace.